Greetings and salutations, everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. You're watching Raven Review. I'm your host, Raven, and today we are going to be talking about Netflix Castlevania, or Castlevania Netflix, however you want to say it. So I'm going to be talking about season 1 and 2, just simply because season 1 is like 4 freaking episodes, and season 2 is like 8. So it just doesn't really make any sense for me to do two different reviews, just because they're both really short seasons. So there is going to be spoilers, and there's going to be a whole lot of geeking out. So let's roll that.
Eins, zwei, drei.
So, okay, Castlevania on Netflix. Season 1 is pretty basic. The first episode is about Dracula finding his humanity with his wife. I think her name is Lisa. She's a scientist, and she has decided to teach Dracula about humanity. Unfortunately, some horrible, hypocritical Christians decide to burn her at the stake and kill her. Dracula finds out about it and says he'll be back in a year, and that's that. He comes back in a year. He ravages the entire village and kills pretty much everybody. And then we move on to Trevor Belmont, who's basically drunk, and yeah, he's just drunk. He's trying to go from town to town and just live his life, because the Belmont clan is kind of like, they're frowned upon, shall we say. Eventually, he gets into basically like a hero role. He finds these basically like magicians, witches, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. And one of them, Cypher, I think her name's Cypher. She decides to join Trevor in discovering how to defeat Dracula. Eventually, they come across Alucard, and that's kind of pretty much where they end it with, the meaning of Alucard. Season 2 starts off with the priest actually coming to Lisa's home and basically killing her, and destroying all her science and all this other stuff. So you have that. Then, as far as our 3 heroes go, being Cypher, Trevor, and Alucard, they go off and try to find the Belmont home, where they could do research on Dracula's castle, and that's pretty much what they do for a great majority of this season, is just kind of banter back and forth, and Alucard doesn't really care for Trevor, and Trevor doesn't really care for Alucard, but they have like this mutual respect because they're both warriors. Meanwhile, Cypher is kind of like, she's like the referee, I guess you could say. I don't know, it's complicated. Meanwhile, as far as the Dracula estate goes, they introduced the Forge Masters, sorry, which is Hector and Isaac. Isaac is 100% dedicated to Count Dracula. Like, he will do anything and everything for Dracula. And he is not swayed in any way by a character that is introduced named Carmela. As far as Hector, he totally gets swayed by her and betrayed, and gets massively screwed over at the end of this series. And the only reason why is because Carmela basically she's an evil bitch. She just goes around from vampire home to vampire home, basically taking over different empires of, how she puts it, old, disgusting vampire men. And she basically destroys them. Little does she know that Dracula does not go down that easily. So we've got that. There's a character named Godfert, I think, and he just basically, he likes to drink blood, fuck anything that moves, and kill whatever he can. That's that's what that character does.
Oh my.
But he plays a major role in this series, so got to mention him. As far as Dracula, he's just tired. He's mentally spent. He's burnt. He is in mass depression because of the death of his wife. And that's really got to him. So that's pretty much all the characters. That's everything that pretty much happens in the first two seasons. And eventually Dracula's defeated. And Trevor leaves the Belmont estate with Alucard because they leave Dracula's castle on top of the Belmont estate. And Alucard is there having to take care of both properties. And it ends with him very depressed. And it just ends with him pretty much crying. It's kind of a sad ending. I hope there's a third season, but yeah, it was really, really good. So as far as me, I'm gonna rate both seasons separately. So season one, I'm gonna say, oh, good lord, what do I want to say with about that? It was good. It was really good. I can't do that.
No, 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 no.
We're just gonna do both together. Both are there. I absolutely loved both seasons. Four just left me wanting more. That just the four episodes that they came out with, it was just like, really? It's over? So, um, but besides that, there are so many freaking Easter eggs in Castlevania. They have all these different monsters that are actually in the game. They have all these different backgrounds that are in the game. If you're a Castlevania fan, you're gonna notice all these little things. There's a couple books and stuff like that. I'm actually kind of surprised though in the actual story that Death was not actually in the story. That kind of blew me away because Death is always Dracula's like right hand man, and they picked the Forge Masters to be, Dracula's like right hand man. It was kind of a trip. And Death never makes an appearance at all, not once. So I thought that was kind of trippy. Um, the character Carmelia, I absolutely fucking hated her, but you're supposed to hate her. She's a bitch. I hope she comes back. And I hope Trevor Belmont uh, decides to take her out with Cypher. That would be really awesome. But yeah, there's so many. I could go on in this review about all the different Easter eggs, and this video would end up being like probably like an hour long, just because of all the different little references and stuff like that. Uh, the battle though, the final battle between Dracula, Alucard, and Cypher is amazing. It's so well done. Um, the music is absolutely crazy because they get actual Castlevania music. They didn't like pick somebody to do like some other different score. They used Castlevania music, and that was awesome that they did that. Like you can hear it in the background, and you're like, "Oh, I know where that is. I know what level that is." It's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. It's so good. Um, the acting is done very well. The voice acting is done very well. The characters are they all have their different personalities. Um, you get a little bit of backstory with some of the characters um, that are the main characters, that being Carmilla, the Forge Masters, Dracula, the three heroes. You get a little bit more character development with them. So it overall it's really good. Both seasons are absolutely amazing. Season two definitely stepped up their game from season one. There's a lot more detail in season two than there is one. Uh, that yeah. So there's not much more that I can say. So if you don't have Netflix, definitely check it out. Somehow go to a friend's house, or hopefully you can download it somewhere. It's got to be on the internet somewhere. So definitely find a way, if you can't watch it on Netflix, to definitely check this out. It's well worth it. Hopefully they'll put it on DVD or something. That'd be amazing. I would definitely buy it on Blu-ray. So yeah, uh, that's that. And hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to give someone a hug, and may change their day, may change their life. We'll talk to y'all later. Yeah, bye.
Thank you for watching Raven Review. Please remember to push the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know when a new video has been posted. Also, don't forget to like or dislike the video you just watched. Then you can be a awesome person by sharing this video with all your friends on your social media networks. Have an awesome-tastic day and thanks for watching.